The Arafura Sea, a name whispered on the wind hinting at ancient stories and hidden wonders. This sea, nestled between Australia and New Guinea, is a vital part of our planet. It is a cradle of life, a bustling trade route, and a delicate ecosystem facing modern challenges. The Arafura Sea is a tapestry woven from vibrant coral reefs, swaying seagrass meadows, and dense mangrove forests. It teems with life, from microscopic plankton to majestic whales. This sea is a vital link between the Pacific and Indian Oceans, influencing currents and weather patterns. This is a story of the Arafura Sea. We will journey through its turquoise waters, explore its hidden depths, and meet the creatures that call it home. We will also uncover the challenges it faces, from climate change to overfishing. Join me as we discover the wonders of the Arafura Sea and learn why its fate is intimately connected to our own. The journey begins. The Arafura Sea is a relatively shallow expanse of water, a jewel-toned basin resting on the continental shelf. It stretches for over 1.1 million square kilometers, an area larger than France and Germany combined. Its average depth is a mere 50 to 80 meters, making it a relatively young sea in geological terms. Look at a map and you will find the Arafura Sea nestled between two continents. To the south lies Australia, its northern territory, and Western Australia forming a rugged coastline. To the north, the island of New Guinea rises from the sea, a land of towering mountains and lush rainforests. The Arafura is connected to the Pacific Ocean to the east through the Torres Strait, a narrow passage dotted with islands. To the west, it merges with the Timor Sea, while the Banda Sea lies to its northwest. This network of seas and straits makes the Arafura a vital maritime crossroads. Scattered throughout the Arafura Sea are numerous islands, each a world unto itself. The Aru Islands, part of Indonesia, are renowned for their pristine beaches and rich biodiversity. The Tanimbar Islands, also belonging to Indonesia, boast unique cultures and traditional ways of life. The shallow depths and sheltered bays of the Arafura Sea have allowed for the accumulation of sediment over millennia. This sediment, rich in nutrients, supports a thriving ecosystem and provides a glimpse into the region's geological past. Beneath the surface of the Arafura Sea lies a world of breathtaking beauty and astonishing diversity, a hidden paradise teeming with life. The sea is a kaleidoscope of life, a vibrant tapestry woven from countless species, each contributing to the ecosystem's complexity and resilience. Each species plays a vital role in maintaining the delicate balance of the ecosystem, ensuring its health and stability. Coral reefs, often referred to as the rainforests of the sea, paint the seabed in a riot of colors, creating a mesmerizing underwater landscape. Intricate structures built by tiny coral polyps provide shelter for a dazzling array of fish, crustaceans, and invertebrates, forming a bustling underwater metropolis. Schools of brightly colored fish dart amongst the coral branches, creating a dynamic and ever-changing scene. Meanwhile, moray eels peek out from crevices, their serpentine bodies disappearing into the shadows, adding an element of mystery to the reef. Seagrass meadows, often overlooked but equally important, carpet the shallows, providing a crucial habitat for many marine species. These underwater grasslands provide food and shelter for dugongs, graceful marine mammals that graze on the seagrass blades, maintaining the health of these vital ecosystems. Sea turtles, ancient mariners that have roamed the oceans for millions of years, also depend on seagrass beds for their survival, highlighting the interconnectedness of marine life. Along the coast, mangrove forests stand like guardians, their roots submerged in the salty water, protecting the shoreline from erosion and providing a unique habitat. These unique trees act as nurseries for fish and crustaceans, their tangled branches offering protection from predators and fostering the next generation of marine life. Mudskippers, amphibious fish that can breathe air, skip among the exposed roots at low tide, showcasing the adaptability of life in these environments. Meanwhile, colorful kingfishers perch on branches, their keen eyes scanning the water for prey, adding a splash of color to the mangrove landscape. The Arafura Sea's biodiversity is a testament to its evolutionary history and the interconnectedness of life, a living mosaic of interdependent species. The sea serves as a migratory pathway for whales, sharks, and tuna, connecting populations across vast distances and ensuring genetic diversity. This rich tapestry of life is not only beautiful but also essential for the health of the entire region, supporting fisheries, tourism, and the livelihoods of coastal communities. Section 4. The Rhythm of the Sea. Climate and weather. The Arafura Sea dances to the rhythm of the monsoons, its waters and climate dictated by the annual shift of wind patterns. The tropical location ensures warm waters year-round, but the monsoons bring distinct wet and dry seasons that influence everything from ocean currents to the life cycles of marine creatures. From November to April, the northwest monsoon arrives, bringing with it moisture-laden winds from the Asian continent. The skies open up, unleashing torrential downpours that swell rivers and transform the landscape. The sea churns, its surface whipped by strong winds and heavy rainfall. As the rains subside in May, the southeast monsoon takes hold. Dry air flows from the Australian interior, bringing clear skies and calmer seas. The humidity drops, and the heat of the tropical sun beats down on the shimmering water. The changing monsoons influence ocean currents, creating a complex interplay of water movement. The Indonesian through-flow, a major current system, carries warm, low-salinity water from the Pacific Ocean through the Indonesian archipelago and into the Arafura Sea. The Arafura Sea's climate is not only influenced by the monsoons, but also by the El Niño Southern Oscillation, a climate pattern that originates in the tropical Pacific. During El Niño events, the Arafura Sea experiences reduced rainfall and warmer than average sea surface temperatures, which can impact marine ecosystems and fisheries. Section 5. A Maritime Highway Economic Significance. The Arafura Sea is not just a beautiful and biodiverse ecosystem, it is also a vital economic artery for the surrounding nations, playing a crucial role in their economic stability and growth. Its waters are a maritime highway connecting Southeast Asia with Australia and beyond, facilitating international trade and commerce on a massive scale. The sea's resources, both living and non-living, contribute significantly to the livelihoods of millions of people, providing food, employment, and economic opportunities. Shipping lanes crisscross the Arafura Sea, carrying a constant flow of cargo ships, tankers, and fishing vessels, ensuring the steady movement of goods and resources. The Torres Strait, a narrow passage between Australia and New Guinea, is a vital choke point for international shipping, connecting the Pacific and Indian Oceans, and serving as a critical juncture for maritime navigation. Ports such as Darwin in Australia and Port Moresby in Papua New Guinea serve as hubs for trade and transportation, facilitating the exchange of goods and services across the region. The Arafura Sea is teeming with life, and fishing has long been an integral part of the region's economy, supporting both local communities and larger commercial enterprises. Tuna, snapper, barramundi, and prawns are just a few of the commercially important species found in these waters, contributing to the global seafood market. Coastal communities depend on fishing for their livelihoods, and the seafood caught here finds its way to tables around the world, highlighting the global reach of the Arafura Sea's bounty. Beneath the seabed lie vast reserves of oil and natural gas, particularly in the Arafura Basin, which are crucial for energy production and economic development. These energy resources hold the potential for economic development, but their extraction must be carefully managed to minimize environmental impacts, ensuring sustainable use for future generations. Tourism is also an emerging industry in the region, with visitors drawn to the Arafura Sea's pristine beaches, world-class diving, and unique cultural experiences, offering new economic opportunities. Sustainable tourism practices are essential to protect the fragile ecosystems and preserve the cultural heritage of coastal communities, ensuring that the economic benefits of tourism do not come at the expense of the environment. Section 6. Troubled Waters Environmental Challenges. The Arafura Sea, for all its beauty and bounty, is facing an onslaught of environmental challenges. This vast body of water, nestled between Australia and New Guinea, is a crucial part of the marine ecosystem, supporting a diverse range of species and human communities. Human activities, driven by economic demands and a growing global population, are taking a toll on this fragile ecosystem. Industrial activities and urban development along the coastlines are leading to habitat loss and increased pollution, further stressing the marine environment. The consequences are already being felt, and urgent action is required to protect this vital sea for future generations. Coral reefs, which are the lifeblood of marine biodiversity, are showing signs of severe distress due to these human-induced pressures. Climate change casts a long shadow over the Arafura Sea, threatening to disrupt the delicate balance of life that has evolved over millennia. The melting of polar ice caps is contributing to rising sea levels, which in turn affects coastal habitats and the species that depend on them. Rising sea temperatures, a consequence of increasing greenhouse gas emissions, are leading to coral bleaching, a phenomenon that can kill coral reefs and devastate entire ecosystems. This not only impacts marine life, but also the livelihoods of communities that rely on these reefs for food and tourism. Overfishing, driven by insatiable demand, is depleting fish stocks and disrupting food webs. Traditional fishing practices are being overshadowed by industrial methods that prioritize quantity over sustainability. Industrial fishing fleets equipped with sophisticated technology are capable of catching vast quantities of fish, often exceeding sustainable limits. This overexploitation is pushing many fish species to the brink of collapse. Illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing further exacerbates the problem, undermining conservation efforts. These activities not only threaten fish populations, but also the overall health of the marine ecosystem. Pollution from a variety of sources is contaminating the Arafura Sea, poisoning marine life and harming human health. Runoff from agriculture, plastic waste and chemical pollutants are all contributing to the degradation of water quality. Oil spills from ships and offshore drilling platforms can have devastating and long-lasting impacts on marine ecosystems. The toxic effects of oil can linger for years, affecting not just the immediate area but also distant shores through ocean currents. Plastic waste carried by ocean currents from distant shores is accumulating in the Arafura Sea, entangling marine animals and breaking down into microplastics that contaminate the food chain. This pervasive pollution is a growing threat to marine life and human health alike. Habitat destruction is another major threat to the Arafura Sea's biodiversity. Coastal deforestation and the destruction of marine habitats are reducing the natural resilience of this ecosystem. Mangrove forests, vital nurseries for fish and other marine life, are being cleared for coastal development, aquaculture, and timber. These forests act as natural barriers against storm surges and erosion, and their loss leaves coastal areas more vulnerable. Seagrass beds, important feeding grounds for dugongs and sea turtles, are being damaged by pollution, dredging and coastal development. These underwater meadows are crucial for carbon sequestration and maintaining water quality, and their degradation has far-reaching impacts on the marine environment.